Zach, David, thanks for joining me.
What's up, Steve?
Manhattan real estate, always one of the sexy, interesting spots in real estate. It's apparently having according to the Wall Street Journal, seismic shift. And that is that there's a lot of movement in downtown Manhattan. Um, you're seeing a lot of very expensive properties moving at very high residential real estate prices, new condominium developments, big tech, finance firms locating in the downtown, and people wanting to be close to it. There were more 30 million plus home sales below 34th Street in the past 5 years in the previous decade. Um, so we're really seem to be seeing a bit of a move in high end real estate and a bit of I don't know if I'd call it a seismic shift, but that's what the journal's calling it in terms of downtown Manhattan. Some of your guys' thoughts on all this excitement in New York.
Well, you got to stop saying seismic. Some of our viewers are out in the tectonic shifting plate area. If you say that, they think of Manhattan sinking, which actually, to be fair, it is. So these might be waterfront before you know it. But I'm not the expert on Manhattan. It's a good thing we have our David S here, who loves is very familiar.
Gonna give a quick background. I was born in Manhattan. I spent a lot of time there, and I grew up. I spent my first 30 plus years of life in the New York or New Jersey, North Jersey area. And
So then why do you think that all of these houses are selling in those areas?
I'm getting there. So it's funny, real quick. During COVID, we saw a seismic shift in the opposite direction.
Right.
People were leaving New York. I'm wondering if maybe they're coming back to New York after ended, and things kind of normalized. People are starting to come back to the city, and they're trying to get back to the Big Apple. They're trying to get back to arguably the greatest city on earth. I mean,
So you think it's kind of like a pendulum swing? Yeah, people moved out on a temporary basis that had the money to move out, and those same people still have the money or more money now, and kind of want to get back to their lives
yes,
now that it's more normalized.
correct. I think the normalization of everything is what was the big factor there. I think in
Interesting.
2020, I left in 2019, and New York wasn't the Big Apple anymore to me. It wasn't fun. But I think things are normalizing, and I think people are getting back into New York City is a fun place to be.
And you're also a couple of the things here. There's some big redevelopments in urban transit areas. There's big developments in Meatpacking District. Hudson Yards is one of the largest projects
Oh,
in the entire United States. These are
okay.
major demand drivers that people want to come in and be around. And because they are so major, they're also very expensive. So it's almost like a like an exclusive club. You have to
Yeah,
be kind of at the higher end, have more money to be able to buy in and enjoy a lot of this stuff.
right.
Otherwise, people are coming and kind of just visiting. So there might be a sense of scarcity, or one of the luxury items at the top is exclusivity that comes with that. If you have the money, maybe that's what you're paying for too.
I mean, the New York City, living in Manhattan, especially downtown in those areas, you're in a premier club. You are.
Yeah, that's true. Steve, what do you
Yeah,
think?
I think we've talked about this in the past that New York, it's really been the high end that came back fast and has done very well. But it's also kind of a national trend we've seen around kind of lifestyle of office buildings that have amenities, office buildings that are crouched next to really high end retail, places where you can live, work, shop while you're there, restaurant while you're there, but also work and mix all those that's really been on trend, and New York's really been at the forefront of that trend. And I really think that's what we're seeing here because we saw those big developments come in, office and retail developments, like you were saying, Zach, in the meatpacking district and Hudson Yards. That got the financial and tech firms to go there with really high paying jobs. And once those ultra high paying jobs were there, people wanted to live close to where they were working. And that's real.
playing.
Yeah, and playing. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I forget the name of the park, but what they're doing now is adding piers with giant parks down in the midtown to downtown areas that are
Oh
really
yeah,
adding a lot of volume to the city.
a lot of new green space, public space,
Exactly.
entertainment space.
Very
So
exactly.
it's kind of like a Santa Monica Pier, which we know kind of what happens with that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, basically.
that's
I
interesting.
forget the name of the new one, but they have like an amphitheater.
Oh, I
Big,
know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah.
and it
Oh, it's
was
so cool.
very
It's
crowded.
really cool. My wife and I walked around it. It was so cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
there
I
you go.
think
If I don't want to visit, I have the money. I'm going to buy. It's going to be my playground.
Yeah. Well, the beauty of the park is that it's free to walk around too. So you don't even need to pay for that.
Yeah, I think we're just kind of pointing to in real estate the importance of anchors. Whether it's putting in a sports facility with all the retail and hotels around that, whether it's data centers or semiconductor fabricating plants you've seen going on in Arizona, or in this case, these big retail and office developments that are very high end. That's whatever your kind of anchor is, you get some of these massive projects that just draw other businesses, and it can really make or break a downtown or an area. And I think for sure, I mean, we covered how rough Portland is having of it. Manhattan's going in the exact opposite direction. It's still, I mean, as David pointed out, maybe during COVID, it was kind of dead. It's back. It is absolutely back.
It is definitely coming back.
So,
100%.
yeah. Hey, if you want to be back also, jump on our website, selectfincap.com, register for our newsletter to get a look at real estate news, as well as exclusive commercial real estate investment opportunities, possibly around major real estate anchors that are driving an uptrend in values of property. Comment on the video. Let us know what you're seeing in your markets or questions you have, as well as give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
You.
Thank you.